Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Vaishnavi from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Department of CSE AI. Today in this video, I will be discussing about Java and its data types. Mainly, I will be discussing about introduction to Java, data types in Java, in that integers, floating type values, characters and booleans. I will be explaining all this with example programs. And lastly, I'll be concluding. Let us see the introduction to Java. Java is widely used programming language that is known for its versatility and platform independence. In Java, data types are used to define the type of data that the variable can hold. There are two main categories of types in Java: primitive data types and reference data types. The primitive types. Java defines 8 primitive types of data: byte, short, int, long, character, float, double, and boolean. The primitive types are also commonly referred to as simple types. The both terms will be used in programs. These can be put in four groups. Integers. This group includes byte, short, int, and long, which are the whole valued signed numbers. Floating point numbers. This group includes float and double, which represent numbers with fractional precisions. Characters. This group includes char, which represent a symbol in a character like letter and a numbers. Boolean. This group includes boolean, which is a special type for statements like true or false values. Next is the integer. Java defines four integer types: byte, short, int, and long. All of these are signed positive to negative values. Java doesn't support unsigned or only positive integers. In the figure you can see the width, and width is the size of the integers, like byte is a 8 width, short is a 16 width, int is a 32 width, and long is a 64 width. Next we will be seeing byte. The smallest integer type is byte. This is signed for 8-bit type that has a range -128 to 127 variables of type byte are especially useful when we are working with a stream of data from a network or a file. Byte variables are declared by using a byte keyword. For example, in the following example, you can see the two byte variables called B and C. Byte is a keyword, B, C is a variables. Next is a short. Short is signed for 64 byte type. It has a range from -32,768 to 32,767. It is probably the least used Java type. Here are some examples for short variable declarations. Short is a keyword, and yes and t I have taken a variables. You can use the other variables instead. Next is a int. Int is the most commonly used integer type is int. It is assigned for 32-bit type. It has a range from minus negative values to the positive values. In addition to other uses, variables of type int are commonly employed to control the loops and to index arrays. Indexing is a giving name for arrays. The reason is that when a byte and a short values are used in expressions, they are promoted to int when expression is evaluated. Therefore, int is often the best choice when integers are needed. Next is a long. Long is signed 64-bit type and is useful for those occasions where an int type is not large enough to hold the desired value. The range of a long is quite large. This makes it useful when big whole numbers are needed. For example, program that computes the number of miles that light will travel in a specified number of days. Here is a program to compute the distance of light that travels using a long variables. Class is a keyword and light is a class name. Public and static void main, strings and arguments. We are declaring a double variables means a long, in light speed, long days, long seconds, long distance. Light speed is 1,86,000. Days are 1000. We are specifying how much number of days. and seconds are calculated by days into 24 into 60 into 60, and distance is calculated by light speed into seconds. System.out.println days. System.out.print days will travel about, light will, how much light will travel about, and system.out.println distance plus miles. If we execute this program, the output will be in 1000 days light will travel about, how much distance the light will travel about in miles. Floating point types. Floating point numbers are also known as real numbers, are used when evaluating expressions that require a fractional precisions. Name of these floating point types are float and double. It has float as a 32 width and double as a 64 width. Let us see one by one. Float. The type float specifies a single precision value that uses 32 bit of storage. Single precision is faster on some processes and takes half as much as space of double precision, but will become impressive when the values are neither very large or very small. They can be represented by dollars and cents. For example, floor, high temp and low temp. Next is a double. Double precisions, as denoted by a double keyword, uses 64 bits to store a value. Double precision is actually faster than single precision on some modern processors that have been optimized for high-speed mathematical calculations. All transcendental mathematical functions such as sine, cos, and square root return double values. Double best for maintain for accuracy more many iterative calculations or manipulating high valued numbers. For example, short program that uses a double variables to compute the area of circle. Class circle. Class is a keyword and here circle is a name of a class. Public static void main strings and the arguments. We are declaring int. Int is a r value is 5. Double SIR is a circle and area. Area is calculated by pi into r square. Here SIR circle is equals to 2 into pi into r. If we execute this program, we will be getting the area of circle. Next, we'll see the characters. In Java, char is a 16-bit type. This ranges of char is 0 to 65,536. There are no negative chars and also it stores a single character, Unicode value. Char grade equals A, declaring and initializing the char variable. We can see char size is 1, signed char is also 1 and unsigned char is also 1. This is a program. Class char demo. Char demo is the name of the class. Public static void main strings and arguments. Char ch1 and ch2. We are declaring two variables. Ch1 is 88 and ch2 is y. System.out.print ch1 and ch2. We are printing the values of ch1 variable and ch2 variable. And system.out.println ch1 plus ch2. If we execute this program, we'll be getting the value of ch1 plus ch2 and the values which are given to these variables. Let's see a boolean. Java has primitive type called boolean for logical values. It can have only one of two possible values, true or false. This is a type written by all relational operational operators. In case that A is less than B, Boolean is also a type required by conditional expressions that governs the control statements such as if and for. You can see the relational operations like and, or, and not. Program. Public class Boolean. Boolean is a class name. Public static void main and a string in the arguments. We are initializing the boolean variables as a and b. A is equals to true and b is equals to false. System.out.println the value of a is, and a system.out.println the value of b. If we execute this program, you can see here output is the value of a is true and the value of b is false. Let us conclude. Java offers a wide range of data types to handle different types of data. Understanding and selecting the appropriate data types is crucial for efficient and correct programming. By using the right data types, we can ensure the accuracy and performance of our Java programs. Data types in Java defines a size, range, and type of a data that can be stored. Thank you for watching my video.